Spinda
Oh.
gaming. Between being Spinda and not Mew and the text speed is probably gonna mess me up at first. It happened last week, but it's
You
fine.
know, it's like riding a bike. Surprisingly, the text speed really comes back to you.
I
It
hate the
does, yeah.
stupid bike. I hate the stupid bike, and I hate
Yeah,
how that
it's still
probably saves
It's
like
like
it's
riding
still
a bike. I didn't even put that two and two together.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm still impressed you would get those good times and you almost never use the bike. So you
Yeah.
have to make up the time elsewhere, and I think it's it's
Nah,
probably your menuing or your
my
walking
menuing,
move.
yeah.
I think it's your menuing, yeah. Your
Yeah.
menuing is just so
Like
good, you offset the time loss from not using the bike.
they say, if I use the bike, I could do sub 31. I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
think
it's
sub
definitely
31.
something to use.
I don't think sub 31's
Hmm.
possible. I just don't.
No,
Du-
sub
Dust Yankee
31,
has made.
I believe it's possible, but you need like the absolute best luck ever. That bite strat thing with Onyx they're talking about, that almost never works. With all of those things, I mean, in a task, you can definitely get a sub 31 for sure. But you really need to have like the best luck in the world.
I mean,
It's
if we were
playing the
given a
lottery, yeah.
month to do this race, then probably I'm sure someone would. But
Hmm.
I think 2 weeks is the perfect time. But I remember I was talking
Yeah.
about this with Steve. I think 2 weeks is probably too long for one of these races. I think like 10 days would probably be better.
Probably something like 10 days. Yeah.
Because
We're starting to kill each other a
Smeargle
lot.
only had 1 week, and it felt like everybody was
No,
scrambling
It
to get the
wasn't a
right
week. It
Smeargle,
was
strat.
4 days.
Smeargle had one weekend. It was 3
That
days.
was too
Yeah.
slow. I wasn't able to get
Too
any
short.
good runs in.
Yeah. I was able to get like just more my route. It was unique and original, but it was not the fastest because I didn't have time. But it
Hey,
was fun
Steve and I
anyway.
had the fastest special Smeargle, but everyone else just thought of Hyperfang. Funnily
Yeah,
enough,
I
I
was
remember
I was the
the
weird guy.
first normal type move I was thinking of sketching was Karate Chop off the Mankey.
Right, Chow.
That was something we were thinking of at one point.
I was the one going with Nightshade and Spore.
I was actually the one who got Spore off that trainer. I remember watching Scott's video. He had no idea that trainer by Cerulean Cave even existed. But
The
I knew
Parasite
that
lady.
person. I knew that person existed since I was young because I remembered she was one of the only trainers that seemed to have Parasect on her team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably another person in Victory Road, but yeah. Well, we should.
Yeah, there's another lady with Parasite, yeah.
I
at
guess we
the-
should
at the end.
probably get started.
Yeah, whenever you guys want.
Ready, Steve?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Ah, didn't work for some reason. Ah, I will start now.
You know what's interesting? I have the emulator window back to a 4 times integer scale, while for the Scott race I had it at like 7 to make it bigger. When the emulator is
Bigger.
smaller, the game looks like it's running slower, even though it isn't. It's like some weird like depth perception thing.
I have no time to think of a nickname for this.
It looks like you may have made a typo at some point.
Why?
Because apparently this is a normal ground type.
What?
Not in the game's code.
No, it says normal here. I just opened the menu just to be sure.
Maybe it's an
It-
error.
oh.
Maybe it's a typo in his JSON
In-
file.
Yeah, in the overlay, in the overlay it seems ground, but I just opened the menu in the game and it says normal. So
Oh, I must have forgotten
should
to
be
change
fine.
something. My bad.
maybe we get some unintended stuff there in dig. Dig is the optimal move.
Right. Also, if you
I mean,
guys
the
are
moment we-
wondering, why this thing gets rock slide, that's its egg move.
Yeah.
It
Mega
did
spin.
not
the
have a
normal
lot of good
route.
egg moves at all.
I'm gonna fight all the bug catchers. What? Dude, this thing gets vice grip?
No.
Nice.
That's supposed to be a 50 power move. I can't remember what the 50 power move. Oh, Uproar.
Uproar. 60 power,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
so many Pokemon get a 50 power move, and there just isn't a 50 power move. It's like, I'm not going to give them cut.
Oh, of course, I got that. Of course, I immediately got poisoned.
Well, there's 2 antidotes, so, you know.
I forgot that I even bought antidote. This is a stupid Mew talking. Oh my god! I got poisoned again.
Like, remember the tiles you're supposed to walk through.
The ones that have no encounters.
It feels like Scott's overlay. right until the very end.
Yeah, well.
Also, I'm really proud of the color palette I went with for the thing.
Looks
I
good.
used the color picker to take 2 colors off of Spinda, but I actually had the Spinda sprite on screen while editing it to make it look as close to the artwork as possible. And I think I did a good job.
Oh yeah, we can blackout.
No
In
blackout
this-
training.
You can.
We
You
can-
At least
can.
on purpose.
It's
If you black
like
out on
my
accident,
honor.
it's fine, but you can't just go to the junior trainer and think,
Yeah.
okay, time to blackout train. You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna bash my head against Brock until I get. Okay,
So was
fine.
that heart on its back sprite? Did you put that on purpose, or
That
was
was
that
actually
just there?
that one was
Okay.
actually there. I added the spot on its ear and to the right of that heart.
That
Those are the
was not
spots I added.
intentional.
I think that's meant to be
Yeah.
2 spots merged, but that's what the back sprite had. I'm gonna
That
do
definitely
the
wasn't
I'm gonna do the
intentional.
Steve approved method of training. I'm going into the forest. You can't convince me the grass south of Pewter's better. Yes, the encounter rate's
But-
higher, but the Pokemon give worse XP.
But the static experience.
Yes. If you need just a tiny wee bit of speed, it makes sense.
The static experience.
I think that only mattered with like I think that only mattered with like Chuckle or Ditto. Something really bad.
So far as my runs, I can only remember it ever mattering with Dratini.
God, I've been 1 hour in the forest and not a single encounter. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna train to level 13, then try Brock.
Hey, I said that I was gonna do that.
I mean, it
Hey,
felt like an
Pikachu.
obvious level to train to.
True.
Yeah, it looked fine. Oh my god. This is definitely not a Mew race. Honestly, it's been
This is,
stressing
No,
me out.
this is a
we're-
better way to do solo runs. Yeah,
We're-
that
we're
was the
back to
problem
the
with
world-
Scott's races. Like, people try to do just as many runs as possible.
We're back to
Like-
the world of actual Pokemon.
Of real
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Ones
more
that don't,
cheating.
the ones that don't just one shot everything.
The
Well,
ones that
there are
don't kill
Pokemon that
everything.
one-shot everything.
Nah, I mean, with the rate this Pokemon appear, I just don't like it. The thing is, unlike the Parasect race, because I recall in the Parasect race, I was submitting and doing runs even until like 1 hour before the deadline. I'm not gonna be doing that in this one. I'm gonna be taking it more easy and chill. Especially because this one is heavy RNG dependent, so
I would probably
I don't
do
want-
more attempts at... Oh. I would probably do more attempts at Mew if the Brock split wasn't so horrible. Like,
yeah.
if Mew
the
started
Brock
with
split.
Confusion, I probably would
Oh,
grind out more
God.
runs.
If we started with Confusion, it would be a completely different run. Yeah.
Oh, gee. Geodude's
Oh, yeah.
bad.
No.
Well, I saw you start with Bite. That was a mistake.
What should I have started with?
I guess
Rock
I would
Slide because
say-
it's neutral.
No, it's not.
What? No, it's not neutral.
Wait,
What?
it's not.
Ground,
No,
Rock does not
ground-
resist rock.
No.
ground,
Ground
resist
resist
rock.
rock. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty unfortunate then.
I'm gonna try that again, though.
Learn. Steve should learn the type.
You know, I get told that a lot.
Okay, that is
Okay.
not decent.
This Geodude went a lot better. I just realized another problem. There is no way for us to avoid Bide.
Yeah.
Okay, level 13's not happening. I'm going back to the 4.
Sounds unnecessary. I think you should keep going.
No.
Or just use less defense curl. I mean, the Geodude only used 2 defense curls, but the problem is Tackle does decent damage.
No, we are made of paper mache. We cannot do this at the level 13, I think.
I'm gonna go fight the rival.
I think actually fighting the rival would definitely be an interesting
Okay,
idea.
a bit of advice. The entire rival's XP yield is lower than that of Sandshrew, or either. Honestly, it's a little bit more than Diglett, but it's less than Sandshrew. I'm telling you, the rival's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Don't believe me, it's okay.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I can one-shot both of his Pokemon, and it's consistent XP. Because technically,
Yeah.
you could get unlucky with metapods, and it could take you a few encounters. I mean, the rival is just one of those people where you would only fight him if you've already fought everyone else and you still need more training.
Yeah.
If against the wild Pokemon, if I only need 1 or 2 levels, I would stick to the wild. But if I feel like I need more levels than that, I will do fight the rival. Honestly, I think it might have been a better idea to just fight the rival as I was going
Yeah.
through Viridian, because we have Rock
May-
Slide.
m- but I think so early is kind of bad. He's gonna kill us, I believe, if we just
Oh,
go
that's
as
a
level
really
6.
good point. Rock Slide is super effective on both of his Pokemon.
But at level 6, I think we're too low to do that.
I mean, the only thing that matters is we get rid of the Pidgey before Sand Attack. The Charmander's
yeah,
fine.
Sand Attack. Sand Attack is gonna hurt.
This is the 3 old men arguing with a game that came out in '95 stream. That's what all these streams are.
That's exactly what this is.
This is the back in my day stream, you know?
Back in my day.
Back in Steve's day.
Back in my day, this Pokemon was not real.
Right.
Let me guess, Steve's also going to say, like, back in my day, Reflect lasted forever.
Forever.
It does. It does last forever. John was playing yesterday on his stream, and I was like, what do you mean your magnet move that makes ground moves not work? What do you mean it faded? No, when you use status moves like that, they're forever.
Oh, they don't.
I think it was called Magnet Rise. He used Magnet Rise. And he's like, it faded. I'm like, it doesn't fade. Status moves don't fade. They're forever.
5 turns and it goes away. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try at level 15.
My God.
Sounds like a plan.
I really did not expect the encounter rate to be so bad in this game.
Bad as in you're not getting encounters?
Yeah, I'm not getting encounters. It's incredible.
Here's in red and blue, the encounter rate in Viridian Forest is half of yellow. In yellow, it's like 25 out of 256. In red and blue, it's only 10. It's like the equivalent of like, I think it's like twice as likely as the water route.
Oh God.
All right, I beat him.
Back in my day, we didn't have the moves and mega evolutions.
We did not have this mega evolution Pokemon.
How dare they take from Digimon?
The Digimon.
Oh, level 15 is actually pretty decent for Brock, because Bite does a good amount of damage. Although I recommend, if the Onix uses Bite, you should probably switch to Tackle.
What speed stat do we need for the Onix?
26 is a tie, 27's for the lead.
26 is a tie.
Or actually, I wonder if it'd be a better idea to just grind to 16 for Psybeam. I don't know.
The world may never know.
15 with Bite still felt pretty good. The thing is, grinding the wild takes time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Back in my day, when Pokemon got rid of numbness and replaced it with paralysis, no bad numb. Pokemon never had a numbness status condition. That was Earthbound.
Numbness.
What in the world is numbness?
It's a status condition in Earthbound. It's like the Pokemon equivalent of freeze for like 2 turns. Where like for 2 turns you can't do anything.
Like stun.
It's like a very bad paralysis.
We don't get Water Gun, right? I assume not.
No, we get
No,
Bubble
but
Beam.
you get Bubble Beam.
We get Bubble Beam, yeah.
I think it was like Water Pulse or something.
Yeah, probably. Water Pulse is definitely something this Pokemon gets.
Grandma's in... Oh, sorry to hear that.
Oh, wish fast recovery.
Yeah, it was a prototype.
No, this is not Mew. We don't need Mega Punch. This is not Mew.
I was actually
You could use
thinking...
Mega Punch.
I was
It's
thinking
no.
of getting it, but I stopped myself at the last minute just because Bite will be just fine.
No, 85 accuracy. No, I don't want Mega Punch.
I'm telling you, Mega Punch actually feels worse in yellow than it does in red and blue.
No, it feels
Prove
worse
it.
always. I don't want that. I don't want that thing ever in my life again.
I don't know why, but anytime I ever get Mega Punch for Nugget Bridge, it doesn't really feel like that much of a detriment. Whereas when I was playing it with Mew and Yellow, boy, was I missing. Like missing. Like
You
it
heard of
feels worse
Swigo?
than
Yeah, I've
Yellow,
heard
and I
of
don't
Swigo.
understand why.
I used to like his content when I was in high school. I remember he was one of my
Imagine
inspirations to do solo runs. I remember he did some like,
Manifest
how
submission
fast can I beat Pokemon Platinum with Arceus?
with Arceus.
Hey, I actually enjoyed that some
No.
people would do solo runs of Pokemon that are easy. Hey, Paris.
That's how I started out. I told myself I wouldn't do anything hard, and then the
I
randomizer thing that selected the Pokemon for me ended up picking a Butterfree and Beedrill.
Oh,
So, I failed
There's
catching the
Sand-
Paris. I was so paranoid about using Bite on it that I didn't want to damage it.
I had to catch Sandshrew, and it went through
No.
all 10 of my balls, except when. So I was like, all right, well, I only have the Great Ball left, so I
Woo.
decided to use Rock Slide instead of 100% on my overlay.
Oh, it actually lives Rock Slide. That's good.
Yep, with quite a bit.
I mean, Sandra does have a good defense.
Well, it's also
you
the fact
take
that ground resists dig.
yeah, ground resist dig. Rock slide.
I dare any of you to fight Misty first.
I'm
No,
about to fight Misty.
Yeah, let me
Okay,
know how
there-
that
there's
goes.
there's a hero there.
I'm holding out for a hero, you know.
There's our hero.
My Spinda's clearly the hero in this story.
There's our hero.
Misty stands no chance against my Spinda.
There goes our brave hero. There's no point in doing that.
All right, let's find out.
God, I also hate now this Nugget Bridge section because it's the reason the Mew race also ends.
Well, it's
I
just
won.
because of. Oh, really? That was quick. Did she just
Survive.
never use Bubble Beam?
No, she used Bubble Beam.
How many
Yeah.
hits does it take to knock out Starmie?
He just doesn't care.
2.
2 hits. Huh, that's more than I thought it
Wait.
would do.
With Mega Punch, 2 hits.
Well, I didn't say if I used Mega Punch or not, did I?
No,
Yeah.
let me bring up his
I
stream.
told Pete I was pretty sure I could win if I have Mega Punch. I mean, 120 power is 120 power.
No, there's no Charmander there. Don't pick it. There's no Charmander.
I had to teach myself that Charmander existed.
We don't use Charmander here.
Like, did you decide not to use Squirtle? Because I chose not to use Squirtle.
No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't understand the obsession now with the Lapras over Squirtle thing. I don't see the
I went with
benefit on it.
Lapras because it was more familiar to me.
There's
Okay, that
actually
makes
Mike,
sense.
there's 2 reasons for the Lapras. One, it's so that way for a bigger chunk of the game, Charmander's at the bottom of your bag, so using Cut requires
Ah.
less D-pad movement. And for
But that's
Lapras,
muscle memory.
you can actually teach both Surf and Strength without having to delete an old move, which takes time.
Yeah, without the text. I don't know. I just don't see it that time safe, honestly. I mean, I get the reason why people are doing it, but I think it's just muscle memory and people are just being obsessed over the new toys. Same thing with the Doduo. It doesn't really change anything.
I just pulled a yellow. Guess what I don't have? Escape rope.
Escape.
What?
I pulled a yellow.
Unbelievable,
I pulled a yellow.
man.
I'm looking
You know,
at
it's funny. I
Steve's
actually did that
moveset.
too, and I actually turned around and went to go get it.
I think Steve didn't have Mega Punch. I think he just used Bite.
No, it's fine. It seems we do kind of decent damage.
Who told you that?
I'm looking at your stream.
Off with their heads.
Off with their heads.
Misty actually came somewhat close to killing me because she used the next defense.
I'm actually wondering if
Oh,
I
right. That never happened on either of our
Yeah.
2 Pokemon for me. That
Like,
probably would have
I'm-
made a big difference.
Like, I'm wondering if I want to teach Bubble Beam or not.
Why wouldn't you? What's your plan for Nugget? What's your plan for the Geodude guy in Rock Tunnel?
Psybeam? I don't know. I guess it's better to delete Psybeam for that. Makes sense, I suppose, that I'm getting Psychic anyway.
Does this thing learn Dig?
Yes.
Okay.
Not Earthquake though, so don't think you're gonna upgrade.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Yeah, Steve is definitely very far ahead of me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
I see
Literally
where you
not a
are.
clue. Nope. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Dude, you're literally getting the bike, and I haven't even boarded the SS
Wow.
Don't tell him that.
That was
Mike was not
awful.
supposed to know that.
Well, you
You
should.
want to know
That
why
was
I'm
Well,
so
you
far
shouldn't have
ahead?
played retard.
You did say the strat the whole entire. You did say that eventually
Like,
get to the strat.
I got a Gen 1 mess and then I got points.
Anyone want to guess the strat that I incorporated that got me so far ahead?
Mega Punch.
No.
Oh, really?
No, the other move. The other
Hypnosis.
horrible move. Yes.
I mean, you did say it out loud what the strat was.
The
I won't
Hypnosis
be-
Misty.
I
No.
won't be using hypnosis.
What would you use Hypnosis on? I actually deleted that move. I didn't think it'd be useful.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, I
that-
guess it can be useful, but I won't be using it.
I guess that's something that we're gonna very much differ for the whole entire run.
I mean, I'm saving me for
Uh,
search, but I
yeah,
don't think I
that's
should.
fair.
Yeah, this is as I expected it would be.
So you're gonna stop guessing on what the strat was, because I'm definitely not gonna say it unless you say it.
Because I'm not gonna say it. Hey, yeah, we can actually dig here.
I mean, there's not really many TMs this early on.
And it should be a real easy strat to guess.
Did the whole early Bubble Beam make that much of a difference?
I
No.
don't think it did at all. I honestly don't think it did at all. This moveset is so weird. Oh yeah, I definitely need to change this.
It's a shame that I'm finally winning a race and nobody's here to watch me, except for apparently Speed.
Thank you. Oh god, I was not expecting that. Definitely need to do this.
This run's a mess.
This Pokemon is a mess.
No, I'm playing it as a mess. Hey Steve, I'm gonna guess. Did you ever end up teaching this Pokemon Bide?
No.
Would you say no even if it was true?
Even if it was true.
I usually tell the truth if you guess. I did not teach Bide.
You teach Mega Punch?
No.
Did you teach
Although-
Whirlwind?
My next run, I will consider it.
Whirlwind.
No.
Thunderwave. Thunderwave was the key, of course.
I love how you're really hell bent on the strategy was teaching something.
Did you just say spin the crit and it worked?
No, nope.
Damn
My
it.
strategy involved no luck.
Damn it, that was my strategy.
I also have
Spin
0
that.
resets if that helps.
Spin the dodge it.
I'm gonna end up rewinding your stream after this. I want to see what you did.
You're gonna be really disappointed because you did say out loud what it was earlier.
Like
Oh,
before
God.
the stream started.
No, like during the stream.
Oh. Beam.
Yes.
Siding.
Well, I mean, Psybeam wouldn't have helped on the Starmie.
Who said it was there?
Okay, I'm just gonna stop play. I'm just gonna stop guessing.
I mean,
Play-
I'm giving
play
you
your
hints that
game.
No,
matter.
I'm gonna stop guessing because this ain't going anywhere.
I mean, I'm giving you 20 questions. You know, I'm magic 8-balling this. It's really fun.
No.
You can keep guessing, and I'll tell you when you're right.
No, I'm not doing it anymore.
By the way, Roseblade, you don't know what I did because apparently what you've said is wrong. What you said was right. I did do that, but the reason why I'm ahead is not because of that. You have to rewind back pretty far where we're all basically the exact same point, and then you have to figure out why I ended up pulling ahead.
Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do.
Oh, also, not that it matters, but I will tell you, I did not do the optional rival, but I don't think that makes a difference.
Nah, not really.
I don't think I've even fallen below half HP in any battle in this whole entire run.
I'm probably close to red bar.
Another forbidden word after the me race. Red bar.
Hey, I would 100% do red bar strats if it was red and blue.
It still saves a chunk of time. Like 20 seconds is crazy.
Yeah, Gainer, that's what I was thinking. Another reason I didn't want to teach that move early was because I have dig on my moveset. I don't want to
Red
lock
bar's
myself
good,
out of
man.
dig.
No, you need to have dig. Dig is good.
Also, I think
Confused
getting early
rage,
psychic was probably not really that efficient. I had dig
Oh,
anyway.
interesting. Early psychic.
I planned on getting psychic anyway, so I thought, well, I may as well get it now. But that was kind of inefficient. I think getting psychic early is only good if you don't have dig. Apparently, Golbat lives psychic.
Yep, it does.
Honestly, I'm debating if teaching dig may have been a mistake. Maybe I should have kept Bubble Beam.
Do you want to ask me a question about dig?
Shut up.
No, I mean, ask. Go ahead, ask. I'll tell you.
Sir, I'm not asking more of these questions. I don't want to be solving more riddles.
I don't need.
Not a
My
riddle.
lawyers-
It's a yes or no question. Just ask.
My lawyer advises
Did
me
you
not to
not
answer this
teach dig?
Well, now I have to think because you answered in a negative tone.
question.
I
Did you
did
not
that-
not
I
teach
did that on
not
purpose. Did you not
teach-
teach dig?
Okay, hold on. I have to think of the answer that I would normally say and then say the
I need to
opposite.
think.
No. No,
So you
I
did
don't know.
teach dig.
I don't know the
So
answer.
you
I
did
don't know the
teach
answer.
dig. I
No,
know the answer.
whatever the answer is it's no.
You did teach.
No.
You didn't
See
teach
there,
dig.
I got you to ask the right question eventually.
I
You
did
will
that on
eventually
purpose just to
ask.
mess with you.
You will eventually ask what
Also,
he
I'm
wants
letting
to
you
be
know
asked.
on Erica's Victory Bell, Psychic only did half. Which really
I did not
surprised
plan
me.
on doing that battle. I plan on doing Erica like 8th or 9th.
The ninth
Sorry,
gym.
sorry, 7th.
Can't even do her as the
Seven?
8th either.
You know what I meant.
She is the true Giovanni of the Game Boys.
He
She
also
was the-
said ninth gym. Like this ain't
She
Gary
was-
from
she-
the anime. You can't have 10 badges.
She was the mastermind
I'm
all
not thinking
along.
properly. I have to piss.
Erica was actually a rocket member. I knew it.
I'm gonna fight some
I
optional
fucking knew
trainers.
I fucking knew she was one of those.
I don't know why you would think you need to fight optional trainers. They're super optional. You don't like those.
We're super good. We don't need training. What are you worried about?
Exactly. This is the
What?
mighty Spinda you're talking about.
This is the 360 Pokemon. What are you afraid of? Oh my god, that's the first time I've seen Primeape Sprite here. And it's horrible. Oh my fucking god. What is that abomination?
It's Primeape.
Holy crap, that was terrifying. That would have probably scared me for life as a kid.
Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted to see.
Annihilating Gen 1 style. This is annoying, but what can I do?
Okay, that was really good. I was really afraid of that battle.
I kind of wish I got the XP router to work with this thing, because I would really like to see ranges after this.
Unfortunately, Ike doesn't have access to that either. He's using my
do.
overlay.
I do have the Explorer, but I won't be using it.
Yeah, but my overlay apparently does not use the depreciated mapper, and
Ah.
apparently it only works with the depreciated mapper.
Yeah, because Scott didn't upgrade anything, so you'd have to be
Yeah.
kind of an idiot to ever use the new mapper.
Yeah. The illegal-
Apparently, the new mapper is the real depreciated mapper.
the real depreciated mapper. What do you mean we can learn surf? I'm outrageous. I'm outraged by this.
This
What
was
surf's supposed to be?
definitely. This was definitely way too early to fight Koga.
Why would you fight Koga? Are you insane?
I figured we'd had psychic, so I figured it'd be good.
How much damage did you even bother doing?
Nothing. One shots coughing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that might have been too early. I should not have even tried that. I'll go do Sylph.
Do you even need to one-shot coughing though? Because you are 1 times to sludge and
Well,
smog
it opens
and all
you up.
that.
It opens you up to smoke screen though. That's the problem, which I have been hit with.
Right. That makes sense.
Not ideal, but
Ike's a high level.
oh, Ike is doing his overtraining as usual.
No, it's
That is-
smart. Really smart.
He's doing the overtraining as usual. Oh god.
Well, for this run, it's
that's
going to be a
not
benefit, but you would do overtraining with Gallade.
good. With Mew.
What sprites are these? These are the green sprites.
Ooh.
If you look closely, a bunch of them look like the TCG artwork.
I never knew this guy existed, and I don't want to ever remember he exists now after seeing his Pokemon. I don't even know what floor I'm on. I walked up a floor, and I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't look familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Gotta hate when you go battle something or battle a trainer, and the move they use is self-destruct immediately.
He knows what you're trying to pull. Wait, what do you mean we don't get Source Dance? But we dance.
Well, ask the creators of Gen 3.
Yeah, no, I know he doesn't.
I don't even think it gets the Tutor Swords dance in Fire Red.
Nah, I wouldn't even want it nowadays, even because he has the contrary ability. So Spinda doesn't want to raise his stats; it wants to lower them.
You mean Spinda doesn't want to harshly lower its attack?
With superpower, you want to lower your attack and defense, and you get boost every time you use the move. But you don't want to use Source Dance, for example. Even if you got it, you wouldn't want it to use.
I don't know what you're talking about. Abilities don't exist.
Don't exist.
Okay.
Even
well,
if you keep big creative spin, they would still suck. I mean,
I'm
it's a
about-
Spinda. Of course, it would suck, but like, poor thing, it deserves something.
all right.
Poor little guy.
I think I found out who that trainer that self-destructed on Steam.
The one electrode trainer. Yeah.
It's an,
No,
it's
I
an
was
Koga.
looking at the Electrode Weezing on the.
I just want you guys to
third
know that
floor.
I completely destroyed Rival 5. I took 0 damage. And that's not even a joke. 0.
Good for you. Like a trophy?
Yes, I would. This was a very monumental accomplishment. Not a lot of Pokemon could say they completely swept Rival 5.
Okay, I did take
Oh,
some
God.
damage, but because I was outsped. Well, I mean, the Alakazam outspeeds you, so I'm guessing he just didn't use an attack.
Let's just say that Alakazam absolutely did not outspeed me.
You don't even.
I
You
wonder.
don't even have a badge boost. How would
Oh
you?
god.
Unless you super overtrain.
There's only one answer to your question. I mean, you basically
Wait.
answered it yourself.
Ah!
You're using. Wait.
I love how you're overthinking this.
wow.
There is a very simple reason why I outsped Alakazam. Very
That was-
simple reason.
That was funny.
Use rare candies.
No,
Yeah, he's
No.
cheating. I knew it.
no. Even simpler. Think. How does a Pokemon outspeed another Pokemon?
With badge boost.
You truly are a Gen 1 person.
Dude, this thing doesn't learn agility.
Do I have to spell this out for you?
Why don't
He
you just
paralyzed
say it?
him.
I outsped it. Like, it's that simple. I
Oh.
outsped it. How
So you
much
did more
simpler do I
train-
have to say it?
So you did more training. Okay, got it.
Exactly. I was just faster than it.
Steve Spinda's level 49. That makes sense.
Let's put it this
He-
way. My
he
my
was
Spinda's
fast.
almost to be able to outspeed Sabrina's Alakazam.
Okay, so you just you overleveled.
Yep. That's very simplest. Sometimes the simple solution is the correct solution. Occam's razor, I think it's called.
Well, I got poison.
These things happen.
I still almost died. I fainted in the overworld. Don't tell Scott.
No, that's God.
Oh no.
Invalid run.
Well, don't battle a wild Pokemon because then it is officially a reset.
This run is invalid. You cheating.
Oh crap! Did I just accidentally use 2 repels? That would have sucked.
It's okay, Steve. I got on the bike instead of surfing.
Hey,
Well,
you know,
this ain't Sword
sometimes
and
I
Shield.
gotta teach.
Thanks.
I mean, in
Sword.
Sometimes
modern
I have to
games-
teach. I have to teach the ocean who's boss, and then I go to the ocean. Ha! I can push you now with my strength abilities.
Oh,
It's like in
I
modern
saw a
games, actually,
video
you do
earlier
that.
today by Pori Gondolier. He edited the disassemblies, so you can use strength on more than just boulders. You can use strength on other people.
To push people.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I could Moses the ocean.
You can do the ocean.
Like he was just pushing NPCs
Use
around.
strength on ocean. It pushes waters to the side.
Part the Red Sea.
Oh, God.
My bag's full.
Wait, does this water actually have a name?
The ocean.
The water.
The water, you know, by Cinnabart is their actual name for the water.
It's called
No, there are
missing no.
no-
It's called the missing no bank.
The Tangela Sea. The Psyche Sea.
You know, I
Hey,
actually
Speed, how's your
remember-
over-under going?
going okay. I might hit the over by a tiny bit.
Dust Yankee, mine is way, way over his over-under, and even I still might not even get close.
We can push the NPCs blocking the way.
Mike,
I would
get
love
away
that.
from me. You're so close. How did you
No.
catch up so quickly? I was way ahead.
I don't know.
I'm only 1 level higher than you.
Right, time for earthquake. Oh, right. You saw nothing.
Eyes closed.
I technically did not see anything.
I cannot see because I am in fact blind.
Hmm.
I wonder if it's a good idea to. I think I'll hold on to my move.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
I really don't know what the most efficient move.
Probably the efficient ones.
Well,
The
I just
ones
keep
that give you
thinking
more.
since I'm a normal type, I should just spam body slam on everything.
Yep, that's a good strat.
That's the
been
Gen 1
used-
way.
I've been using that strat the whole game.
That's the Gen Y way for you. That's fine.
Why am I missing a candy?
You should probably go to the power plant. It might be there.
It might be there. We could be seeing that there.
I think I know where the missing candy is. Rocket Underground.
The Warden candy.
I got that candy.
Oh no, my outspeeding days are over. Like, please lose this battle.
Why?
I got psychic crit, so if you win this, you'll be in the lead.
Like crit.
Don't worry, I lost.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I lost.
I
I
asked,
appreciate the loss.
I asked and I received. Thank you. You're a real good sport.
Wow, was not expecting to learn something at that level.
You're right.
Yeah, like what?
At a low
Is it
level?
Gen
Did
1?
you say low level?
No, at that level.
Oh, the higher level.
Yeah.
The moveset's pretty similar to the Gen 3 set. Not many substitute.
Except for Psych Up, there was nothing.
Did you know you can't use
Okay.
the bike on Alakazam?
What? It's weak to it too. I think the bike is
Weak.
physical.
He's weak to it.
Like, get away from me.
You forgot the
actually-
Quick Claw for Gastrodon or Gardenia. Okay, you need to start over then. That's not
Speed,
going to
you
work
need-
well for you.
Speed, you need to go get that Quick Claw.
He's taught. What? It's not even me
Go-
playing.
Go get that Quick Claw. Make sure to go get it. You need it. It's pretty mandatory.
Oh, I actually did not pick what I did think I picked. Okay,
Is anybody
then
going to
there's
get
no
Sky Attack?
Thought about it. You know,
winner.
unfortunately, the boulder went the wrong way.
I mean, but if I don't have that, then
You know, I just want everyone to know that we're all in victory road.
How? You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
but-
Steve was
but-
so far ahead of me, yet we're all in the same spot now.
Yeah, well, I spent too much time training, and clearly I think I should not have announced I was at Rival 5 because you all beelined it to Rival 5 the moment I announced it.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
even-
Like, I was
I even
doing
blacked
early
out there.
Koga, and then I'm like, this isn't working. I should go to Sylph. And then I decided to do a bunch of the trainers.
And it wasn't like, you know, I just wanted to go to Rival 5 now. You both beelined it the moment I said it.
Well, you said it at the moment where Koga kept kicking my butt. And I realized it wasn't working, so it was just a coincidence.
Where Koga was killing my ass. Oh, I didn't think this through. Oh well, maybe I will not be punished. Yeah, I will not be punished. Amazing.
I'm amazed Thunderbolt even did that much to Dugong.
I love how I never get punished. for
Dugong,
this.
you're ahead of me.
Okay, Steve, you got yourself to blame. You built up such a huge lead in the early game. I got
I
frozen.
had to teach Thunderbolt for this battle.
Her Lapras froze me, as I said that.
Oh well.
Her Lapras did not freeze me.
At least Dugong badge boosted my special. You know what's funny? 2 runs in a row, I tried to use, or 2 fights in a row, I tried to use the bike on Jinx.
Oh, I've made a grave error. And this error is costing me greatly now that Ike is caught up. Oh my God, we don't learn Blitz. Oh,
Dude, you're
I'm
the one who
so
said that at the start.
stupid.
You're the one
Yeah.
that makes the
So
movesets.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
want to say
You know what's funny? I actually would have picked up Blizzard if my bag wasn't full. Oh my god, the hiker almost killed me. He used
Right.
submission and it did so much. It's a good thing I decided to use a full restore.
Oh god, that happened.
Because
Of course.
the guy's bad, but that doesn't mean I want to fight him in red bar. That's not a good idea.
I lost. Dang it. I lost Bruno. That's really embarrassing.
I almost, let me guess, was it submission?
Yep.
Did it crit?
Submission.
No.
You know, I think now's a good time to teach Ice Beam. Oh, so
Really?
long Psychic.
A good time as any, right?
I pretty much learned from the Mew run, like, once you're past Agatha, there's really no point to keeping Psychic.
Yeah. I think my
Oh,
I think my moveset afforded me the early lead, but now my moveset is costing me here in the league.
Oh my god. It of course had to happen.
I got hyper winged.
I got hyper being crit.
I got
Okay,
triple
this-
dream eatered.
This fight would be a lot better if this thing had learned Blizzard.
Yeah.
Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam might only be able to one-shot the Dragonite, and that's it.
My goodness. Oh my god. Now Supersonic hit myself 3 times, Hyper Ring crit. I would have won this so
I
far.
got crit with Takedown.
God damn it, I would have
Dude,
won already.
I'm
this
a
one.
pretty high level at this point.
You're both crushing me.
I'm level 64.
Let's just put it this way. I forgot to pick
Oh my
something up.
god. Oh my god.
I meant to pick it up. I didn't.
What is happening today?
Honestly,
oh
I
my
think
god.
I know what to get for run 2. It's probably the move Steve forgot.
The move I forgot was Psychic.
That is not what I was thinking of.
I meant to pick up Psychic for Agatha and apparently never picked it up.
You know what's
Agatha?
interesting though?
Yeah.
You had reminders, because remember when I mentioned early Psychic? That should have been your cue to get Psychic.
Yes,
God.
I know. I know. If no one to blame but myself, I agree.
Hmm.
I blew this run. I blew it. There's no other answer other than I blew it.
Okay, well.
Oh my, Psychic crit. Wow.
Yeah, well, no, that not happening. That ain't happening. Nice.
Reflect.
Oh wait, I have a move that both of you guys don't have. Let's see if it makes a difference.
I froze the Rhydon. Because he's totally the scariest Pokemon.
Actually, what is the scariest Pokemon if you don't mind me asking?
On the Champions team?
Oh,
Probably Alakazam.
okay, 44-12.
44-22. Wait, how are you 10 seconds ahead, even though we're like...
I
you
didn't
start your
I didn't
time
have
later?
to. Yeah, no, I had to start my time a bit later because like the game didn't
Oh.
work
okay.
at first. But yeah,
44-35.
like my in-game is
I
247.
have news. Hypnosis was not helpful the whole entire run.
Oh really? I am shocked.
Yeah, me...
I
Alright.
thought there would be a matchup where it would be a godsend, and unfortunately, the matchup just never came.
I know the only thing I need to change for the next
Dude.
one.
I
There's only
still would
one
have
thing I
crushed
need
you
to
guys if I
change.
picked up Psychic like I intended.
Dude. Steve, you're a big liar.
I was so far ahead.
Steve, you did not do early Misty. That is a lie.
That's a
I
lot.
did do Misty though when you guys were starting. It sounded legit though because you guys were doing
It sounded legit.
you guys were doing Nugget Bridge and I was doing Misty, so it sounded legit, right?
Oh,
I was
wrong
just that
screen.
far ahead.
Wrong screen.
I feel bad.
This is at 3.
I feel so bad that I forgot Psychic. I have no one to blame but myself.
Bite, Rock Slide, Hypnosis, and Psybeam. Was Hypnosis your good ultimate move?
It was supposed to be somewhere in the league, but it never did. But no, that's not the strat that saved me a bunch of time.
Well, your other 3 moves were all moves that I had. Bite, Rock Slide, and Psybeam.
Man, it's almost like you're looking in the wrong place.
I guess I should look a bit earlier.
Let me hit the restroom.
Don't hit
A
things.
bit earlier. Look at Route 3. Bite,
Yeah.
Rock Slide, Psybeam, and Ice Cream.
I think maybe a little
Wait.
more level would help for this Pokemon, I believe.
Oh, I see what
Maybe-
Steve did.
Maybe picking
He
up the Victory Road
he
candy would
grinded
help.
to 16 for Psybeam before he ever attempted Brock. That's what he did to save time.
But then that means
the
he
whole
will-
time we were failing at Brock, he just kept training. That's
But
what
I
he
think
did.
my problem was that I was not getting wild Pokemon, I believe. Because I think Brock at 15 is fine. Honestly, I think it's fine. You don't need to get that
I
extra
think
level.
it's not really that bad.
Yeah,
but
I think it's not that bad.
I don't know.
The thing is, I did it because I was not getting any freaking wild encounters in the forest. And I was so pissed because I was walking all the time and I didn't get any single encounter. I think, in fact, Can I even? I mean, I guess now that would be cheating. It's like, can I test if we can do Rival 2 immediately after we get the
It's
lab?
it's so great
Like,
hearing your eureka moment.
like I don't know if we can
You know what's
test that.
interesting? This
Just to
was
know if
something
it's
I
a
thought
stupid or
of for
not.
this. Like after I beat Brock, I said,
Yeah.
maybe I should have
Uh
grinded
huh.
to 16 for Psybeam. That is something I said.
Because
Yep.
I
And I
think
said that. And I said you said it. And you.
I think at level 6 it's kind of crazy to do the optional rival fight immediately when we are there. I think he's gonna kill us.
You guys just kept on focusing on Misty. How can I possibly save time on Misty? And meanwhile, it's like I saved the time way before Misty.
Yet you still lost, Steve.
Just
Yeah,
to-
well, pick overworlding's not my greatest.
As the one who forgot
Forgetting
Psychic.
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 Also, I thought of a different strat for the league to make the league easier. I'm gonna be going out of my way to getting a TM.
Ooh. Spicy.
And I told Steve I'd stop doing this, but if you do actually guess it, I will say you're correct. I'm not
When
just gonna
did
lie.
you guys get rid of Psybeam?
As soon as I got Psychic, I'm not even kidding.
Like,
I
when did
think
you get rid of Psybeam?
I got rid of Psybeam when I got Bubble Beam.
Honestly,
What?
Why do I want Psybeam? I did use Dig, unlike you.
Psybeam was like my answer for Koga. I just.
No,
Wait,
Oh,
I had
I
Dig.
Wouldn't you
did
have
use
used
I
Psychic?
had
Hypnosis.
Dig.
I used
Wouldn't you have used
Hypnosis
Psychic?
on Wheezing.
I had
Steve.
Dig.
Actually, here's what I'm thinking. I think teaching Dig to Spinda was. I'm not sure if it was the right. Well, it's helpful, but I don't know. It's like I'm stuck. Like, why can't this thing get Earthquake? I feel like it restricted the moveset, but Psybeam really didn't help as much as I think Bubble Beam would have, because Psybeam was not one-shotting the Geodudes in Rock Tunnel, and I almost died.
No, I
mine
think
did.
I think
think,
it'll be fine.
I'm actually thinking of I'm gonna do the rival then Misty. I think after Misty, I'm going to delete Psybeam for Bubble Beam, and then I'll just get Psychic over Bubble Beam.
I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I've done in this run, but training a little bit more and trying the
yeah.
rival option, the optional
only
rival
trained.
before block.
I
gonna
only
go to-
trained in 2 spots.
I'm gonna go Sylph immediately after the tower. Don't do Erica or Koga. Go straight to Sylph.
I mean,
Just
I
fight
did
the
Koga.
efficient trainers.
I did Koga at approximately the same time as you, and I did it with Psybeam.
Okay, so I do have a legitimate question. Which move do you think is more useful, Rock Slide or Thunderbolt?
Honestly, I think there were
it
one
really
should replace the
depends.
other. If you decide to use Rock Slide, then use Rock
Yeah,
Slide over
that's what I was
Thunderbolt. If
thinking.
you decide to use Thunderbolt, use Thunderbolt over Rock Slide.
Well,
Yeah,
because in my run, I got Thunderbolt, and I decided it'd be better than Rock Slide, but I'm just not too sure. But I mean, it helps with the Gyarados, obviously. But
you changed the Charizard for it, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it's
Charizard matchup comes a little harder.
Rock-
I don't
Rock
know about
Slide-
you, but I never ever didn't one shot the Charizard. I
Right,
just
Rock-
always one shot the
Rock-
Charizard.
Rock Slide would one shot the Charizard. Yeah, you're changing one for another, basically.
change the.
Oh, I forget. What time did I finish? Did I finish over or under the pole? Crap.
Definitely over. Oh, 46.
Change.
Actually,
Didn't I get 44 something? So I got under.
Got a
42.
44, yeah.
Yes,
44,
I got
I
under the pole. Congratulations, everybody except for apparently Dust Yankee.
I'm gonna go under
Okay,
42.
This person.
You think you're gonna cut 2 minutes off, or you're gonna cut
Yep.
3 minutes off this run?
Yep.
How many resets did you have?
10.
I think I only got a
Okay, that's
reset.
doable.
I got some resets actually. I think I got 5 resets.
Resets are definitely time you can easily cut. I agree.
Mhm.
There were honestly nothing actually was ever hard this run. It was just like, some bad matchups, but nothing was like crazy hard.
No, because we
Lance-
learn everything.
Lance was actually really annoying. It
I had-
sounds like Ike and I had several resets on him.
Yeah,
I had
That's
Ice
very
Beam and
Aerodactyl.
Thunderbolt, so I beat him first try easily.
yeah. But my problem is Aerodactyl outspeed, uses Hyper Beam, crit me, use Supersonic. I hit
Here's the
myself
weird
3
thing.
times.
Like,
Oh,
here's the weird thing. The Dragon
Stuff
Airs
like
for me
that.
were actually living Ice Beam.
They
Wait,
can live. It's
wait.
a roll.
I got unlucky.
Yeah, I
Like
guess that
what?
you were lucky then. You were
He said
lucky
he got
then.
hyper beam crit.
He used all
Yeah,
of
I
his
got
luck
hyper.
on the
Ah,
Mew
yeah,
race. That's how he got the 31.
the Mew race. But I think everyone can get the 31 now. Actually,
I'm not. It's outside my skill range. I've tried.
I don't know.
I
I
can
think everyone
only
can.
I can
Now.
only at best maybe save 10 seconds off my PB with the dig strat.
Mm.
Like I feel like my body slam route in general just got super lucky because it's hard for me to
Mm.
save time in spots even with the dig strat.
My only issue is that the Rhine is heavily RNG dependent to save more time. Like I can consistently do 31 now, but to get that super crazy close to sub 31 time, you need the RNG of your life. And
Hey
it's pretty
Steve,
tiring.
Prototype asks, have you or Steve heard of the game Duel Masters?
Is that the Yu-Gi-Oh game?
I think isn't Duel Masters Yu-Gi-Oh?
The Yu-Gi-Oh gacha. Yu-Gi-Oh gacha game, isn't it that one? I think because I have
I
a
don't know
friend that
which
plays
one
that.
that is though.
I think it's the phone one, the gacha one. Like, don't take my word for it, but I think it's that one.
Oh, does he mean Master Duel?
No, he says Duel Masters.
Duel Masters.
Yeah, I know, but if you flip flop the words, then it's an actual game.
Oh. Oh well, let me know when you're ready to get started.
Yeah, whenever you guys want.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Name
Are
yourself
we allowed
guest.
to black? No, I'm even cheating on naming myself Ike with the Pokebite now.
Oh, Ike, when you I was about to say when you did your
Yeah.
Mew run, did you freeze the name?
Yes.
I told
Of
you it
course I
saved
did.
1 second. Okay, I gotta restart. I picked up Squirtle.
Hey, I was about to pick Squirrel and I didn't reset.
I always forget the
Okay.
backported starters on the right side. Sometimes I try to pick up the left
Okay.
ball.
I think the Gen 2
Well-
one's in the middle, right?
Yeah, the Gen 2 one's in the middle.
For this Steve trick, I'm allowing myself to do the rival 2 and restart if he beats me.
But that's not in the spirit of the race.
Because I picked up Squirtle.
He picks Squirrel.
No, Ike said he's going to start doing the optional rival early and start over his whole race if he loses. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I don't
'Cause
know.
that'll
really,
just reward risky behavior.
yeah. Okay, I won't
We're
do
only
it.
allowed to like restart if like, for example, like
Yeah, the Pokeball
only if
thing,
it's
yeah.
extremely bad. Like usually like trying to catch the Sandshrew. Like if it takes you
Okay.
10 Pokeballs and you still can't catch it, you should probably start over.
Okay, I will be fair.
But yeah, if you're gonna do the optional rival early, please save before him.
Yeah, and I will.
Which
Like
I'm
I mean,
still going to.
I will do it when I get a little bit more training, but yeah, I will say before. Well, I guess I cannot escape being poisoned in this backport.
They give you 2 antidotes. I want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I didn't pick it up.
What?
Why would I pick it up?
Unless it's a poison type, I always pick up both antidotes.
No, I don't.
I first tried the rival.
I don't pick the antidotes. Oh god, if I got poisoned there, I think
What
I
I
would
do
have died.
is I only pick up an antidote after I get poisoned. Like if the second bug catcher
Yeah.
poisons me, I'll pick up that antidote that's on the ground.
Something like that, yeah. I will be saving before the rival.
He at level 7, the Pidgey's a 2-shot with Rock Slide, but it does outspeed. Gust actually does a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I just got
Gust.
poisoned, so now I'm going to pick up the antidote.
Plus, in this time I have because I already. Well, doesn't matter. I saved before. Let's see. Oh, of course, I got immediately sent attack. Okay. No
Alright,
risky behavior.
Time to
here.
train. Hey Steve, I got the lucky Pikachu.
Hey, so did I.
You know what's sad
Level
though?
5?
I
Level
no, the
3?
level 3.
Oh, I got the level 5.
No, the level 5 is truly the lucky Pikachu. I think that's the 1%.
It's
In
the first
it is,
Pokemon I
yeah.
found.
When me and Steve were making the encounter rates for the ROM hack, we realized in the disassembly, the Pokemon are like in a list, top to bottom. Each slot has a specific chance of an encounter. Like the very bottommost slot is 1.1%. The topmost slot, I believe, is like 16 point some percent. And I think in the forest, the bottommost encounter was the level 5 Pikachu.
I was training, and it's like, you picked up potion. I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't pick up the potion. 'Cause I walk around the overworld just holding hay.
Do you have Rock Slide or Vice Grip in slot 1?
Vice grip.
What about when you get Bite? Do you move Bite to slot 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Rock Slide is the best move in the game. It must be in the first slot.
Oh boy.
Never heard where there is a Rock Slide, there's a way.
Tell that to me.
That's basically BGC for you. Tell that to me. Oh my god. I was using Rock Slide originally.
I really wish you'd get decent to Crystal so we can start doing Crystal backports again.
I should get me a little sour taste.
Hey,
But
the
I guess
Crystal
it's fine
backports
because
are
I
actually
have
fun just because of the custom. Like, I think custom moves for
yeah.
Gen 1 would be a bit too broken. Like, if
Yeah.
you think
No,
giving
I get
Spinda
it.
Thunderbolt is broken, backporting Thunder Punch wouldn't really make much of a difference.
No, I think it's fine because I recall when I was watching when you were doing those backpush with Scott, like with Cernias, Annihilate and stuff, they were fun to watch. So I guess
Xerneas
they're
was a
also fun to
pain.
play. No, they're fun to watch. So they're fun to watch. They
It
might
was
be
pretty
fun to
genius
play.
that during the Xerneas run, Scott completely destroyed both of us because he thought of using Safeguard for Morty, Chuck, and Jasmine to avoid Thunderwave, Confusion, and Curse. Or Hypnosis, I meant. Like, that was genius. Like, I did not think of that.
The safeguard thing.
Plus, something Scott tended to do in the Crystal backports was, if he thinks Jasmine's going to be hard, he'll get every single rare candy, including the one in Kanto. You can get that one as soon as you get Surf.
Yeah, the one next to your
Like, people
house.
think, like, you have to beat in all 8 gyms to get it. You can get it as soon as the 4th badge. You
Yeah,
just have
as
to
soon
go
as you
back
get
and get it.
Just wait till you get Fly and pick it up. Oh god, the training. But at least this time, I'm not doing it in the forest. The forest is a track. The forest
you
is a
I don't
trap.
know. I've been literally staring at Scott
Yeah.
at like stream and my stream at the same time, comparing them because he's doing not forest, I'm doing forest. I'm telling you right now, every single time I look back and forth, I am just pulling like 10 XP ahead.
Yeah, well, you are getting encounters because every time I was in the forest, I
No,
did
there
not
was one
got
time where
any
I went up
single
and down a
encounter.
hole 7 times and did not get a single encounter.
7 times. Wow, I picked
7
up
times, up and down.
But
the entire forest.
Here's the other thing, Ike.
Well,
If
no,
you
the one
encounter-
row.
If you encounter like 2 metapods in a row at any point, that's like the equivalent of 8 encounters on the outside, even if there's a gap in
Oh,
between
God.
the forest encounters. Like, Scott keeps trying to say the training outside the forest is better, but don't believe him. I still think he's
No,
wrong on that.
I'm literally
I
watching in
think-
real time. I'm pulling 10
No,
XP ahead
really.
of like every 30 seconds.
Really, I know the forest is better, but the problem is I don't get any freaking encounters there, so I
Well,
don't
it
want to
feels
go
really
back there.
bad, but trust me, the amount of time it takes for the encounter just to be half the amount of XP as the forest Pokemon is
I don't know.
shockingly high. It's also, the reason why I say getting rid of the encounters in Mount Moon saves an ass load of time. The just the pop-up of the encounter takes so long.
I really wish
Yeah.
I had XP on my overlay, because I want to be 15 and then some for the Light Years trainer. What's the magic number to be at? 409?
409.
Thanks.
409.
Alright, I need 40 more XP.
Darn it, I hate it when I go into a battle and it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm using Vice Grip now, but Vice Grip's not in slot 1, so I just sit there. It's like, use the move, you're out of PP. Use the move, you're out of PP.
I moved Vice Grip to slot 1 as soon as I noticed that. You chose the under?
Whoops.
I mean, under 42 would just mean I beat my first run by 2 minutes, and I think I'm going to save 2 minutes on the Brock split alone.
I have not I kid you guys not. I have not healed ever yet.
You never.
I'm now
healed in the
using
center?
Tackle on the wild Pokemon.
Not for
Never.
the
Not
PP
one
either?
time have I healed.
Not even for the PP.
Not since
Well-
I'm still in the exact same forest as when I
Okay.
first encountered the level 9.
Yeah.
Oh no, I two-shot the Metapod. Whatever shall I do? The run is over.
You know what's interesting though, Steve? I did heal at Viridian because I wanted to do the optional rival, which I first tried, and then I went to the forest, and I didn't heal again until I was finished for Brock. Also, I'm still having trouble deciding if Bite or Psybeam should be in slot 1. Kind of a tough decision.
Oh crap. While I was paying attention to mine, I noticed that Ike pulled ahead.
How? Weren't you getting more experience?
Oh, you
than me in
both
the
pulled
forest?
ahead. Jesus, I wasn't paying enough attention.
Honestly, I wonder if doing the optional rival first thing actually helped, because you got to fight less
Yeah, I
wild
skipped.
Pokemon.
I skipped the optional rival,
I honestly think that may have made the difference.
and I skipped the heal too. So I definitely am ahead, except for that part. So clearly,
Yeah, I
that's
think the optional
difference.
rival is worse if you have to backtrack to fight him, but if you fight him
Yeah.
first thing, it's probably actually better to do that. But the problem
Yep.
is most Pokemon can't do that because he's way too
Yeah.
hard for a lot of things.
You usually can at that level.
Like if Spinda did not get Rock Slide, I would not have done that.
It's annoying.
I hate it when I battle the Rattata Nidoran trainer by accident.
The Rattata Nidoran? Oh, the last?
Rather than you train at the
Yeah, the
last.
one. I mean, you should be very familiar with their team by now.
Oh, yeah. I caught the Paris.
No, I never find Paris.
Well, I found Paris in my first run, but guess what happened? None of my 5 Pokeballs worked. Oh, wait a minute.
Where-
Oh, shoot. I just realized I forgot to catch my flyer.
I
I
just
actually-
Can I catch-
I actually-
Steve, you know this. Can you catch Spearow in the Sandshrew grass?
yes,
Yes,
it's actually
there is
the most
Spearow.
common encounter in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
there
Good to
is.
know. I just realized I
I
was
would-
wondering why I had 10 Pokeballs.
If you don't see
Yeah.
Sandshrew within 3 Pokemon, you would actually be pretty unlucky.
No, I'm not getting
sorry.
the Sandshrew. I'm
That-
getting the
Yes,
Spearow.
you know what I
The
meant. You know what I
Spearow,
meant.
The Spearow.
I just generally missed a bite.
Well, I'm not getting the Sandrew either.
You know what's interesting, Ike? In one of my new runs, I actually got a Gen 1 miss on the Oddish Bulbasaur girl in Rock Tunnel, and then her Oddish used Stun Spore on me.
Yeah, it happened to me in the Rapping Lass. I got a Gen 1 Mr. Sleep Powder.
I got the Spearow
Super
first
fun.
try.
Super fun.
You know what's interesting? Sleep Powder from that girl would actually be the least scary move, I think. Actually, no, that'd be Poison Powder. Or Absorb, I guess. Because at that,
Absolutely the best
in my
move.
older runs, I would use the emergency full restore early. But in
Ah,
my
yeah.
newer route, I will hold on to it.
There was a part of the run where I got to encounter every 3 spaces 4 times in a row.
I have to heal its
I'm having-
Cerulean. I have to heal its Cerulean a second time because the Charmander burned me.
Oh, painful.
Did you guys know you can't use the candy in battle?
Can't
You
use rare
can't?
candy. This ain't Pokemon
Right.
Go. I don't know how to. I don't know how to play that game. I'm just making stuff up.
I ran out of balls. I'm restarting.
Oh god,
Or-
really?
Ran out of balls.
On-
Used
oh,
5 on Pidgey, and then I just used 5 on Paris, and it ran out.
Didn't work.
Wait, no,
Oh,
you
God.
still have the Sandshrew. Get the one Great Ball.
I'm out of balls. What part of that did you not hear? You literally explained it at the beginning of a run.
So you ran out of balls on the Sandshrew?
What difference would it make?
Well, the
I'm
difference
out of
is
balls.
when
I
you-
wasted the time trying to catch the Paris.
You didn't
I
get
thought the rule
Paris, did you?
was you reset the run if you run
I
out
don't
of
want to
balls
hear
on
this from the guy who's
Sandshrew.
restarted like the last 3 runs we've done.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
fine.
It's fine. Just so you don't need to restart again. This
But
is
you know
very
what that
painful
means,
to
though.
people.
Steve might actually fight the optional rival now, and he'll gain time
Oh,
on us
no.
now.
No, he's cheating.
Yes.
He's cheating.
I love to go the 6-minute grind to Brock again. There's nothing I love more than this.
You're
Hey,
cheating.
you've played Dratini Nuzlocke so many times.
Hey,
I
you know,
figured you'd
just
be
for
used to it.
realism, I made sure to talk to the the ball with Squirtle in it too, just in case.
Just to make sure.
For realism, for one-to-one transparency.
To replicate the experience and make
Exactly,
the
exactly.
number of bonks and everything. That's also another thing that I was laughing at the race, because it seems I'm the one doing the less bonks. You guys are all the time doing bonks in the race. I don't know how I do it.
Because you
Like,
don't
it's
use
so
the
weird.
bike.
But even if you use the bike, like, I mean, there's only one time I think I use the bike that you guys that I don't use the bike that you guys do. Apparently, I don't know.
Well, here's the
Bosco
thing.
literally
It's
just
in
said
Victory
that was almost on par with the worst Mount Moon I've ever had, as far as encounters too. That means it must have been somewhere near like a 15 or 16 encounter Mount Moon.
Oh god. Like, I think the only place I don't use the bike that people do is in Victory Road. I don't use it there. I think I use it in every other place you guys use it. I think.
I'm not starting the run over. I just took the blackout, but on Misty, I actually picked up Mega Punch because I thought it would like two-shot the Starmie. But I'm not kidding. I missed 4 Mega Punches in a row and I died.
The Mew experience.
This is the Mew experience.
The Mew
Bosco said
experience.
that the encounter for Paris was 16, and I still wasn't even out of the cave yet.
That's so the Mew experience. The Mega Punch missing. It really hurts me. Every time Mega Punch misses, I know the split is going to say +1 second after that. And it makes
Actually,
me
here's
so
the thing
mad.
that sucked. In one of my last runs ever on the stream I had, after Rival 4, I was ahead by 21 seconds. Then by Giovanni, I was only ahead by 5. So in that huge amount of time, I lost 16 seconds. And I think that was solely because of menuing. Nothing else. It was just
Menuing.
menuing.
Menuing damage ranges for me, stuff like that. It's just painful.
That's sort of why I don't like the dig strat, because you have to be better at menuing with the escape ropes. I even had them in slot 2, and I was still bad.
Wow. So an unintended consequence, well, I shouldn't say consequence because it was a benefit. Unintended benefit of doing the early rival was that every single trainer in the forest was like a range.
Oh god,
And
so
they
you're
just
crazy.
became not ranges.
You did the rival at level 6 then.
Yeah. I
Yeah, we-
got first turn stand attack too.
We did not do that. We train a little bit.
Well, I was prepared to get the resets. I wasn't gonna
Yeah, I
start
know,
over
next.
again.
I just took the blackout at Misty just because I did not want to do the Brock split again. I just
No,
took
yeah,
the
it's-
blackout.
Absolutely understandable, honestly. If we didn't have that bad Brock split, I think I would be okay. But like, no, it's true. That Brock split is very annoying. We understand. I'm actually sad this Pokemon never got an evolution. It should get an evolution and be like 720 stats across the board. Just double it, everything. It would still be bad, but the gimmick would still be there.
Hey, don't worry. There's another Pokemon that's even worse. Sableye. Statistically.
But I mean, Sableye got a Mega, which is broken actually. So there goes that. Same
We don't
with
believe in
Mawile.
those gimmicks here, do we, Steve?
We don't
Yeah.
believe
Is like
in
just
that
picking
gimmick.
things up.
called Mega.
Right. Mega.
Mega evolution. What the hell is that?
Next thing you're gonna tell me they're gonna invent fusions.
Fusion. Well, actually, there's something called Cure and White.
Don't mark my words. Within the next 20 years, one of the Pokemon games will probably have fusions.
The
There
thing
are
is, we already
Pokemon
have
with-
that.
There are
Now,
fusion
don't get me wrong.
Pokemon.
They're
They're not,
already.
they're not gonna invent like what are they called? Like icons or damn it, the sprite. They're not gonna invent sprites for
No.
literally like 20,000
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Pokemon.
you mean like
They're gonna be
No.
you're only gonna be able to fuse
Poke
with
Fusion.
certain Pokemon.
there
Yeah,
are
no, not the
certain
Poke
fusions,
Fusion.
dude. We've been trying to tell you that.
Yeah,
What?
but there are fusions already. Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest example are like Kyurem. It confused with either
The Ky-
Zekrom or Reshiram to make
yeah.
Black Kyurem and
The
White Kyurem.
Kyurem.
Or
Yeah, but in
Necrozma.
battle.
Necrozma is a fusion. No, you
I'm
do
not
it
talking about
Necrozma
lore.
is
I'm talking about
fusion.
in battle.
No, like you can actually use the forms.
Yeah,
You
you
can actually
use the
fuse
forms.
the
You can-
Pokemon together.
Okay, but there's a
change its
button
form.
that literally like the Z move
Oh,
button or
like
the
during
a
Gigantamax
fight?
button.
Yeah,
that
that's
says-
not-
Ah,
thing.
during the fight.
Yeah, that's
During
not a
the
thing.
fight.
Ironically, this actually would not be too overpowered because if you think about it, all right, in the card game, if you battle a V Pokemon, you get 2 prizes. So that's like that would be the same thing as the fusion. If you knock out a fusion Pokemon, it's like knocking out two Pokemon in one go.
During the final era of the Sun and Moon era of cards, they had something called tag team cards. It was literally 2 Pokemon on one card, and they were worth 3 prizes.
Wasn't there a famous one I think it was a Magikarp and a Wailord? Then it was like Super Splash. Super Splash or something like that. It was super strong.
Actually, the next Pokemon set, I think it's going to be called Journey Together. It's going to bring back Mega Evolutions. Or that's the set after that, but they're going to be bringing back Mega Evolutions to the TCG. And I looked at the rules around the Megas. They are not going to work like the original Mega cards from the X and Y era. Because I know at the X and Y era, if you Mega Evolved, your turn would end unless you had a certain tool attached to it called a Spirit Link. But, based on the new Mega card, the only one they showed off was Mega Lucario in that trailer. It looks like that at turn ends thing isn't going to be a thing, but defeating a Mega will be worth 3 prizes, which I think is actually fair. Because that thing
the only Mega I've ever used
was Lucario, and just because the game forced you to.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. I kept on trying to figure out how not to do it.
Hey, to that fight, yeah.
Like I clicked all of the other buttons. Like I tried to use an item. I tried to run away. Like you just couldn't do it.
No, you cannot. Like you are, they say that they will eventually add Digimon into the Pokemon games.
But I kid you not, I really do think, and I don't even think it's that unfair, even if you think about it, because if you do a fusion, then that's 2 Pokemon in 1. You knock it out, you knocked out 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Steve, have you heard of a ROM hack called Pokemon Infinite Fusions? That's sort of what it does.
Infinite Fusions.
Except I've seen a whole bunch of monstrosities on DeviantArt using that.
Monstrosities.
You know what's funny though? That actually does have sprites. Like there are people who've made a grand total of over like tens of thousands of sprites, like for every fusion you could think of. I just wonder, like, who had the time to do all that.
I mean, there were a lot of those already. I think in Poker Rogue also they let you actually fuse any Pokemon with any other, and they fuse the sprites there too.
I mean, I never played Infinite Fusion because I refused to play it because I think fusions, a lot of those just. I think people only play it to see what abominations they. I think that's the only reason people play it, because they want to experiment.
It's part of the fun, I think, always to know which monstrosity is going to happen if I do this.
This might really blow up my face. I have not healed yet this whole game.
You are not Mewtwo.
I'm just going to Route 3 right now. I have not healed yet.
You are not Mewtwo. You need to heal.
I have not healed yet. I have 4 Vice Grips, 1 Rock Slide, and 12 Side Beams for the entirety of for Route 3.
It's like you're not Mewtwo.
Hey, wait, what is it that Bender would say? And he's boned.
I think I can do it. I'm one-shotting everything with Psybeam. I think I can do it.
And there goes the battle. As they used to
Oh my
say
god, I'm doing it. I'm absolutely doing it. I can do this.
I dare you to skip the Mount Moon heal and just get the Mega Punch.
No, we're not doing that one. That would be lunacy.
No, skip the heal and just get Mega Punch.
Get Mega Punch. Get Mega
you
Punch.
You could do that, Steve. I'm just saying.
For the extra PP, get Mega Punch.
I did it. I made it through the whole game. Since the only heal that I've done is the heal after the rival.
Oh god! Look at Steve thinking.
Oh my god! That was super rare.
A good Pokemon.
I just encountered the first floor Clefairy.
Dang, dude. Also, what was it with Pokemon having the rare stuff be more common on bottom floors? Like, what made them come up with that? I want.
Just the idea of that the deeper you go, the scarier everything gets.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's look also at the ocean. It's also usually something they did in RPGs back then. Like in the optional areas or more hidden areas, they usually put like stuff.
I'm telling you guys, I'm having like the opposite Mount Moon. I've had like 5 encounters this whole time. I'm on Rattata Zubat guy.
You know what's funny? Like I remember John joined us for a backport with Lunala, and the Lunala started with teleport, And then I did a clever little thing where I would get Oak's parcel, then teleport back to Pallet. And then as soon as I told Steve and John what I did, they both immediately started over to try and copy that strat. And then both of them got so many encounters in Route 1, I ended up beating them anyway. And Steve knows I'm never letting him live that down.
Yeah.
It's stupid RNG.
If it makes you feel any better, though, even though I cut all of those encounters in Mount Moon, still need to go get Sandshrew. So it didn't matter.
So you went back to the same spot you were before.
Hey, the difference is now I'm at least knocking out level 12 Spearows while trying to get Sandshrew.
We're trying to get the good stuff.
You know what's funny, Steve? I had to go into that grass for a Spearow, which is something I've never done.
I've done that like 3 times. It's
Because you forgot the flyer?
yeah. Sometimes you just brain fart. It happens.
Well, it's the first time I've ever done that.
You know, I did it first last week. I forgot Charmander for the first time.
No,
Forgot Charm. What?
you're worse than the anime trainer.
Get it? Because I don't play yellow. I forgot Charmander. Is that it right?
The Gen 1 miss.
Alright, I am fighting the Dratini killer.
The Dratini killer. Which one is that?
Ask Steve.
Rival 3.
No, that's not the
Oh.
Dratini killer.
I'm looking at your screen. You're fighting the Dragonair killer.
Oh, Dragonair killer, my bad.
Why
you're-
happened the exact same thing?
If
that
you're
one
wondering-
day
Let Steve explain.
It's truly a sad story. I was doing the Dragon Nuzlocke, which is apparently just a solo run of Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. And because of the level cap thing, it's really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
So
it's
getting past
terrible.
Rival 3 is really, really hard. Like, I kid you not, like I couldn't get past Rival 3 in like 26 attempts or whatever. Anyways, I finally got past him in 1 attempt. And I made it all the way, like pretty far actually. And I was just training, because I finally did it for the point where I can finally train and breathe a little bit. Anyways, I was training in the Silphco, and while I was training, this one Pokemon, you may have heard of it. It's called Electrode. It decided to outspeed, self-destruct, crit me, and my run ended.
No.
And he never played
They're not
Dratini
so
again
cute.
ever since.
Yes, it murdered my entire Nuzlocke. I didn't do any
My-
Nuzlocke after that.
My hopes and
Did it
dreams
also murder
forever.
your will to live after that?
For a little bit.
My hopes and dreams destroyed
It's like
forever.
the feeling when, during the Mew run, you're ahead of your PB by 30 seconds just to die to Flareon Quick Attack.
But this was 30,
Uh,
30 attempts, and you got to remember, every single attempt started with a
yeah.
30 or 26-minute Brock.
with
Every
a freaking
attempt,
terrible run, yeah.
26 minutes.
At least you had people to talk to a bunch of the time.
What? No, I think John abandoned me because this run took too long.
He abandoned me.
I mean, how fun is it to watch somebody do a run that's 26 minutes to beat Brock because you have to train to 14 and 3/4.
Extra painful.
14 and 3/4. This ain't Hogwarts.
Well, yes, it has to be 14 and 3/4 because you do not outspeed the Onyx until you get to 15, and unfortunately you're not allowed to get to 15 because of the level cap. So it's 14 and 3/4.
Yeah. You're supposed to do it like that. But I mean, you can level up in the middle of the battle. But
Yeah,
not
that's
before
why
the
he
battle.
said
Exactly.
14
So
3/4.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
On the bright side, though, can you imagine doing the run where if I started the battle at 14 and I just speed tie Brock? Imagine doing 26 minutes to not have a consistent Brock. At least Brock became like, I think it was just like use a bunch of Leers and then wrap.
That was unfortunate.
How early do you guys teach Thunderbolt? Immediately?
Yes.
And do you get rid of Rock Slide?
Yes. Thunderbolt's just the
What
better
about you,
rock
Ike?
slide.
God damn it. What am I getting all the battle lag now?
You know, as of lately, in Red and Blue, I've actually been skipping PP ups of any kind, unless I'm like soloing Pokemon with like Psychic or Fire Blast.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah,
I've noticed
this
with how often you heal in most playthroughs,
Yeah.
getting PP ups is kind of a waste. I think
Like
it only
unless you're
helps
using a
if
fire.
like I think it would help like if in the league you have to spam like Fire Blast or Flamethrower a lot and you absolutely need the extra power points. Like it's impossible without it, then I would do it.
Yeah.
There have been times I would actually I would PP up Mimic just to get more of a certain move. I've done that before.
I pretty much just asked myself the question, do you pick up Psychic or do you pick up Blizzard? And if the answer is yes, then grab the PP ups.
I mean, this
Because
thing
there's
isn't.
like no run where I don't PP
Yeah,
up
I mean,
Psychic or Blizzard.
in
I
general.
mean, this thing it feels like an exception because we get Psychic, but it's not your main used move. My main used move
Well,
is Body Slam.
apparently I didn't even pick up Psychic, so you know it's doable without it.
We didn't pick up Psychic either.
I got hit with Smog, guys. I'm dead.
Dead. Dead by smoke.
Oh, that was an accident. That was good thing I don't learn it. I accidentally clicked
DC punch.
Spinda to learn cut.
Oh god.
This ain't Blossom. You don't need to teach Cut.
It has no claws. This what I mean I think doesn't it get no cross claw or something? No, I'm mixing up. It doesn't definitely.
I've been poisoned the entire time I'm in the Safari Zone. And I still haven't died yet. I'm out of room for
Still haven't
Surf.
done-
You know what the problem is with picking up vitamins in the Safari Zone? I often run out of room for Surf. Kind of a problem.
Interesting.
Safari Zone.
Why did I?
Hate that place.
I pulled
Oops.
I pulled a Mew. I picked up Swords Dance and Stilf.
Ah.
Oh, I did that on a run recently too.
No, it should be fine.
My menuing has not been the best. I also tried to get the Warden candy without Erica's badge.
Classic.
That happens to be half of my runs.
What I actually tried was to surf without having teach surf yet.
It's crazy to think I've done like 1,000 of these runs and I still make those stupid boneheaded decisions. Like,
Hey, you can't teach an old dog what they're doing wrong. They'll do the same thing.
The old dog.
I'm fighting Psych.
Yay!
Psych's boy.
Unlike Steve. Unlike
that's the part where you're
Steve,
supposed to yell "psych."
who
I don't know why
hates
this
it.
guy's called Psych.
I mean, first because it's like a joke name itself. Like Psych is already a joke thingy. Because basically it's because I pick up Blizzard. I don't need
Yeah.
Because I'm named Ike basically.
You know, it could be worse. You could pick
The
up Blizzard and then
thinking-
try to teach it like I did.
The Seeking Ike trainer. Which I love in spots, ROM hack. It's actually a fire trainer. I love that.
Fire types are awesome.
He's
My
using a
favorite
full fire
Pokemon's a
type.
fire. My favorite Pokemon's a fire type.
The
John
QM.
Calibro keeps playing Gen 7 with fire types, and it's really screwing him over because they have a lot of them have a lot of the problematic Pokemon are all rock types, and they'll have sturdy. So fire types are not great in Generation 7.
Fire types aren't great in Gen 5 or 6 either for the same reason, all because of Sturdy and Rock moves.
Sturdy.
Honestly, Sturdy is actually the death of fire types. I'm not kidding.
It's very annoying because most of them are rock types, but there are sturdy steel types that rock types can get fine. That fire types can get fine, sorry. But I mean, Alola was not very kind to fire types. Alpha Marowak is pretty cool,
Dude,
but it's not that good.
whatever developer at Game Freak loved Marowak in Gen 1 probably still works for the company because the Alolan Marowak gets more coverage than even the regular one does.
Yeah.
Like, I think they also gave it grass moves too, or something.
I think it gets Trailblaze now, but I'm not so sure of that. But it might get Trailblaze, which is a grass move that raises your speed after using it. So it's possible.
You know what's interesting? Spinda looks like it should be a psychic type.
Because the eyes.
The eyes
He's
is
just-
exactly what I was thinking.
And the
He's
fact it
just
gets
dizzy.
Psybeam and Psychic. Like, why wouldn't this thing be a psychic type?
He's just dizzy all the time. He doesn't have any mind. He's just dizzy.
You know what's
I
funny?
think it's fine.
Because of its
I spent a lot
ability,
of time.
what was Spinda's ability again?
On tempo, he cannot get
Oh,
confused.
tempo. Yeah, he cannot get confused, so he could use moves like Thrash all he wanted. You know what's interesting? I only learned this when playing through Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Starting Gen 8, having own tempo prevents Intimidate from working.
Yeah, they changed that.
Which
I
is
got
a
a
really
Gen 1
nice
miss on that
change.
Ghastly, which was very, very scary.
What move were you using? Dig?
Psybeam, which 2 shots.
Dude, why would you not get early Psychic or use Dig?
Because I'm
Are you
Crazy.
asking for pain on the gassy trainers?
Are you
Asking
for
Yeah.
me? Do you
I don't
wanna be
like picking up early psychic unless if I don't have to.
like,
Well,
do you want
You,
the
honestly,
pain?
you don't really need early Psychic if you have Dig. Did you not teach Dig, or you just didn't think of using it?
So funny story about that. I taught it to Sandshrew because of muscle memory.
Oh, so you wait. If you didn't have Dig, then well, I guess you're just asking for trouble on the Ghastly Trainer. Got it. You're just asking for it.
Yes, muscle memory kind of shot me in the foot there.
I am doing really good this second playthrough. I have 0 resets.
I also have 0 resets.
I did got resets, but because I'm lucky. We call those your accuracy was lower. Basically. Kind of unlucky.
Rival 6 really tried his best. His Alakazam crit me with Psychic and lowered my special, but I just respond by critting his Charizard.
Migraine.
Hey, he was trying. Give him respect.
You say rival 6? Damn, you guys really are far ahead.
I don't even know where
Ryan,
Ike is.
You restarted.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, wow, that's pretty far ahead. You can make a lot of time very quickly in this game.
No more mistakes, I guess.
I mean, I was playing Magnemite the other day, and I was 1 hour and 15 minutes into the run, and finally finished battling the cycling road trainers. My over under was 145, and I'm like, well, that's impossible. And then I finished at 145.03.
Mm.
So I beat the rest of the game from cycling road in 30 minutes with Magnemite. Turns out Magnemite had 95 special. Can you believe that?
You know what's interesting that always throws me off? Magneton in Gen 1 has more special than defense, but I think nowadays the opposite is true.
Yeah, the special defense got lower, but the special attack is very high.
Yeah, so like in Gen 2 onwards, like it's so weird. Like in Gen 1, like I keep seeing Scott like use like Body Slam on Magneton. This feels weird.
That's weird.
What's the highest level Pokemon in the Safari Zone?
In Red and Blue, I do not remember.
Isn't it like 33 or something, I think?
Okay, we're good. My spin is 38. Making
Yeah,
sure.
dude,
My
Well, in yellow
I'm
version,
poisoned,
the highest
so
level
my
is
Pokemon's
36.
I'm poisoned, so my Pokemon's gonna die. So that's why I was asking.
No, yeah,
I'm
you're
letting
fine,
you
you're
know
fine.
this now. If your first Pokemon is fainted, the Repel will use the second Pokemon's level. I found this
No,
out the
lie,
hard
no,
way.
lie, complete
no,
not a lie. That's
that's
not
a
true
lie.
even a little
What?
bit.
That's a
What?
lie.
I could've
It's a lie.
sworn
Yeah,
lie.
I could have
No,
sworn that
it doesn't.
happened to me once.
Nope. You're thinking of a different game. It's not Red and Blue. It's always first party, no matter what.
Yeah, even if it's fainted, it's still
Because-
first party
okay.
member. Yeah.
All right, I think I know what I did wrong. I was thinking of that my Hitmonlee run where that same thing happened, but I think my Repel just ran out and I never noticed. But conveniently, the
be.
That
Hitmonlee
happens.
was dead.
That happens a lot.
That could be.
Also, just let you guys know, Lorelei is still scary.
Still scary.
Interesting.
What, that meme from Drake and Josh? Interesting.
Why do I not remember that one? I love that show. I watched it.
Oh,
Very-
lovely Gen 1 miss.
I plan to actually rewatch the Drake and Josh series because I think as a kid I've maybe only seen half the episodes, but for some reason Paramount Plus has a bunch of episodes. Really annoying. Like I'm considering other methods. Like for some reason on Paramount, the first 2 episodes are not on there. The first episode's the 3rd episode. Like what was in the first 2 episodes to make them take them down?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and it's hilarious watching all of these henchmen not have guns, and they're basically just pointing at people with empty hands.
The finger guns, yeah.
That's funny.
Because I remember watching them have guns when I was a kid.
The 4Kids thing, yeah.
Yeah, this is why I really
4K.
hate it when like streaming services or the companies like try and like edit old shows. Plus it just messes with your brain. Like I swear it had that thing. It just brings up an
no,
argument.
it's not a swear. I know for a fact. I watched it live. They had guns.
I know, but
Yeah.
it'll make some people question themselves.
Oh, Pokemon also has episodes with guns. They just don't have guns.
The only episode with guns that they changed, yeah.
You know what's interesting? They banned that Safarzan episode because the huge abundance of guns, but there were other episodes with guns, but the point is they weren't shot. I guess that was the difference. I just hit myself 4 times on land.
I got one reset on Koga. He used X attack self-destruct.
Oh, I actually, yeah.
You know what's sad? I'm actually a higher level for Lance, and I think Ice Beam is still a range on a lot of his Pokemon.
I actually forgot to teach Ice Beam.
Yeah, I'm saying Dragonite's a range.
So I restarted.
Yeah, because I got a reset on Lance because his Dragonite was not a one-shot with Ice Beam, but the next time it was.
So how much training did you guys skip this run?
I did more training itself. I did more training. I'm a higher level.
Yeah, I'm a lot lower level this run. I feel like I'm overconfident because of how much luck I've had.
Darn. The rival got the 12.5% full restore.
That no bueno.
Dude, Gyarados lived Thunderbolt. I hate this thing's low special. I even bought a calcium. I probably should have picked up more calcium.
You bought calcium? Interesting.
Just one. It was all I had the money for.
4104.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm so mad. If I didn't have that horrendous bad luck on Lance, I would have beaten you.
At 69 level.
But, dude,
I trained more than you.
I trained more compared to the first one. I'm level 67.
Hey, that's what I finished my first run at.
I was 69 at the end of this level. I got the extra level for Lance.
Dude,
because I knew it was a range.
I fought the biker boss on Cycling Road. I fought Psych, and I fought like a third of the trainers in Sylph. Like, who else did you fight?
I also fought 2 trainers in Victory Road, the Grass Lady and the Water Lady,
That
the Water
explains
guy.
it. I think that was the difference. And
Yeah, and I was like level 60 something, but I got bad luck in Loreley. I got Gen 1 miss to the Lapras.
Dude.
And then in Lance, I forgot to
Dude,
chase him.
I missed the under because of my bad luck. I'm at the champion, I just missed the under.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, you still got way over your first run.
Honestly, if this keeps up, I'm gonna get a worse time. Actually, wait, no, I still have 2 minutes. Never mind. For some reason, I thought my last run was a 42-44. No, it was a 44.
I think my last one was a 42 something. So it was like 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
got resets. I got a lot of resets on Koga though because smoke screen.
I still have water or bubble beam. I should probably just go ahead and teach Ice Beam now.
Smoke screen was like, I'm gonna make you miss. I'm gonna use the smoke screen, which I hate because in the first time I used dig and he used X attack.
I am mad. I'm so mad. I'm all of a sudden now getting more resets on the champion, even though I'm a higher level than last.
You have a different moveset?
I got
no,
3
my moveset's
calcium.
actually the same.
I got 3 calciums by the way for Spinda in the department.
I think those 2 victory road
Interesting.
trainers may have made the difference, just because
I'm
I,
curious. I'm
I
curious if
also
that made a
thought
difference because I got
that,
Carbos and I think it's gonna help outspeed, but I don't know if it will help outspeed things.
no,
not even it
I
will
didn't get
not even close.
I didn't get carbos.
The Alakazam
Just
on the
the level.
Champions team outspeeds me by like 16 points.
Yeah. Alakazam, I think you can do anything about it, but I think I did outspeed Charizard in this attempt. But the Alakazam is gonna outspeed you. You just need to have good luck there.
I'm having horrendous luck. There is actually a chance I won't beat my first run, all because of the champion.
Hey, I've been there many, many times. It's finally good to see somebody else have that kind of comeuppance.
Struggling on there. Okay, Rofle, have
Ask
a good
John.
night.
He did that. He paid $10 for me to do a
Thank you
third
so
run,
much.
and it ended up being worse.
Oh god.
4406.
And the thing is, he was right. The moveset that he made me use was right. I was having a lower time all the
Oh.
way up until Lance, and then Lance is like, "No, you must lose."
You will not be able to. So that's like you oh wow, that's terrible. You got stuck like 4 minutes in the final fight. Oof. That's painful.
I only beat my first run by 16 seconds. I could have beaten my first run by 2 minutes if it weren't for that stupid champ.
I'm just a bit sad because in this game we cannot really do blackout training in the league. Like it's not efficient because the easy trainers are the second and the
Blackout training's
third in a
never
way.
efficient that late in the game,
Yeah.
unless like you need level 80.
In Emerald it is efficient for Steven.
Actually,
for
you know what's
Wild,
interesting?
it can be.
I've done a few Hoenn runs. Blackout training in the Emerald League is not as good as you may think. Blackout training in the
I
league is
think-
only good if Sydney is free. Like, the problem
Yeah.
is, if you have to two-shot like all of Sydney's Pokemon, it ends up being really dang slow.
If
Like, for
Sydney
example,
takes
with Dust,
time,
like for example, with Dustox, okay, in my Dustox video, I was it was Beautyfly. I attempted to blackout
Yeah, I
train
have
on Sydney. I was like level 55 or something like that. The Sydney was just way too slow, and I would keep dying like halfway through his team. His Mightyena only gives 1200 XP. It's quite bad. So
yeah.
for quite a bit, I actually did training in Victory Road because the Harayamas and Golbats are pretty common.
I haven't done Beautyfly, but I did Dustox, and because you get Silverwind, actually you can kind of fine train with Sydney.
I love it
It's
how
the-
the late game training is. You have to pick and choose in all the Pokemon games because they just decided to throw in those
Yeah.
absolutely horrifically bad training Pokemon spots. Like this game, I actually think the best training in the entire game is actually in Pokemon Mansion and not in Victory Road.
It was
Hmm.
proven. You and Bandman proved it.
Yeah, for Ditto too.
Yeah, it's because
Like,
it's
very
because
low.
the levels are sort of similar, but when you compare the XP yields of Muck and Weezing to Onyx and Machoke, like obviously the poison
No,
types will
no,
be
no.
better.
You gotta compare the
Both
low
trainers.
stuff.
Tra-
Like
Oh.
Ponyta is a major improvement over like
Yeah.
Machop.
Ponyta
That's
gives a
true.
lot of experience. Yeah. But I guess it's because the idea of the game was to not fight wild Pokemon. That's more like a fail-safe check in case you cannot beat the game. But the idea is to fight the trainers, I guess. Like think about it like in a real RPG, like in a standard RPG. Like the difference between grinding and the difference between I am just doing the fights that are randomly popping up when I walk in through the adventure. Like something like that. Ideally, you don't need to grind if the game is well designed. But solo running is not the intended way after all.
I'm noticing from a lot of John Calibro's runs that Gen 7 is not very well designed whatsoever. There are just places where you can't keep up level wise.
Yeah,
It's because
level
of
7 the
it's
problem.
because of the
yeah.
modern XP formula. It makes it very hard to overlevel.
Yeah. The thing is, in Gen 7, they kind of wanted to please Nuzlockers and stuff, especially in Ultra Sun. Like it's one of the hardest game to Nuzlocke actually because of the level cap and the boss fights. Like the totems are scary for a Nuzlocke.
I don't think Pokemon
Yeah.
cares about Nuzlockers. I remember several years ago, there was this huge controversy. Like, I guess for some sort of Pokemon Day celebration, somebody wanted to like live stream like a Nuzlocke for like a celebration for Pokemon, and Game Freak actually thought that was a ROM hack, and then they said, "Hell
Yeah.
no, you're not doing it." And then
Yeah,
there was
they're
all the
doing that.
outrage, and then they're like, "Oh, you meant Nuzlocke. Oh, okay, we get it." But no, they
Yeah,
thought
okay,
it was a
okay.
ROM hack.
Rephrasing it, like they don't care about Nuzlocke, but they really tried to make like some kind of difficulty for that game
The
for
only,
sure, because
the only,
they started giving trainers with full EVs and perfectly IVs and train, which is something they haven't done in previous games.
the
So
only
I think there's something.
The only people I think they actually care about are the main competitive players, because I know the company makes a
Hmm.
lot of money off of those. That's why Scarlet and Violet, they made all those competitive items so much easier to get. They wanted
Yeah,
more
even,
people to join leagues.
yeah, even in Sword and Shield, you actually get the leftovers and everything on the road.
What? I got the
in Sword and Shield.
the Firo.
Oh, the Firo in the
Did it
grass.
kill you with
Yeah.
Drillpeck?
It's fine, you're
No.
not perfect.
Steve,
You're
Ike,
safe.
you know what I started doing in my Mew runs? You know how most runs before Rival 6, you would either like use all your candies or use a full restore or like save the game?
Yeah.
What I started doing is when I before Rival 6, before I like
Hmm.
save the game or anything, I will actually use a super repel. It blocks the
It's
encounters
super
in those few patches of grass, and the repel lasts all the way till the gate in Victory Road.
To the first rock. Yeah, because I used to do healing after Giovanni. Like I used to open the menu and use the full restore and everything. And then it was like, wait, I can do the exact same thing before
Yeah.
this grass
Yeah, plus
and use the super repel here.
yeah, plus what Steve and I
It's
realized,
something I
we
noticed,
always
yeah.
buy one extra super repel, so we buy 8 instead of 7. That is what the extra super repel can be used for. You just use it in the same menu before Rival 6. There's no risk of the level 2
My-
Rattata. Plus, those 2 tiles of grass,
Hmm.
there is no chance of that either.
Or you could just do what
Yeah,
I did
no
today
getting
and forget
anything.
to do that.
I
No
think
thanks.
I'm still the only weird guy here doing that because I don't buy super repels in Celadon. Never. I
Why?
instead buy 6 repels and then I buy super repels in Lavender.
Yeah, the most
I think I'm still
efficient...
the only person who does that.
I think that's just due to the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It still cuts the tree on the right side in Fuchsia instead of the left. Just because you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
I'm
but
working on it. I remember 1 out of 2 runs every day.
yeah, it
Thing
took
is,
me a
I
while to
think I
start
used-
using the trees instead of just biking the way around.
I think I used to that because I'm used to actually having to buy vitamins. So I don't need to be afraid of the money from the vitamins cutting my super repels. If I buy the super repels later, I will have money because Lavender gives me money. I think that's why I started doing it that way.
Here's the thing, like the
What
most
time did you guys get?
I got a 4406.
Okay.
4104.
I got extremely
4104.
unlucky at Lance in the
If I
champion.
get 0 resets, I might be able to get 4104.
I got 4 resets.
I
at
get
level
0 from here on
63,
out.
Lance is going to give you several resets.
He's gonna try Lance at 63.
I think
He
he'll
has
be
to
like
be
Well, I'm not going to be
65.
63 by the time I get to Lance.
Ah,
He'll
okay.
probably
I don't know.
be like 65, almost 66 by the
Um,
time he gets there, but I was
I don't know
level
where you are.
65 for Lance, and Ice Beam is
Hmm.
only a range on all of his dragons, even the Dragonite. It's a range.
I don't know where you are.
I do
Steve.
have 1 rare candy, just saying.
I have 1 candy, guys.
Oh, so
I'm
like,
fine, guys. I have a candy.
the best way to use repels is you buy 5 of them in Vermilion or Cerulean, and you buy 8 super repels in the department store. The reason you buy 5 repels is because you'll use 3 of them in Rock Tunnel, and then the 4th one is right in front of the Snorlax, because when the repel runs out, you're literally 2 tiles above the PP up, so it's very easy to find it. And the 5th repel is for the Safari Zone, because here's the thing. Even if you use super repels, you're still going to have to use 2 anyway. So what you do is you use the last 5th ether, and then when you spam A, your cursor goes back to the top, which hits your bike. And then when you get to the full restore, your repel runs out, so you can then use a super repel, and then it'll last. Then the 8 super repels is just enough for everything else.
I take that back. I'm not gonna be able to beat that time even with 0 resets.
He's getting trouble now. Where is he?
No, I just underestimated how fast I can complete the league.
Ah, okay. Like the thing is, I buy 6 repels in Search Town. I use 3 in the Dark Tunnel. Then I use 2 in Lavender Tower. Then I use the one before the Snorlax
Okay.
just to get the rare
Wait,
candy.
All right.
41
Wait.
what? 41 what?
41 1. So you won in the end.
4101.
Oh, 4101. Yeah, there's no way.
Ike. Steve told me this a long time ago. One super repel after the rival is enough for the entire tower. You do not need to use 2 repels.
Yep.
Mm.
That's what I ended up learning. So since then, I lowered it to 5. And I increased the
Oh,
super repel by
guess.
1.
I guess I can change that. I
You need
just
to
don't like
You need to just
only
stop
having
buying
to.
repels in Lavender. That mart is pretty out of the way.
No, it's right next to the Fuji house. It's not really that away.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, in the
But-
department store, you have to cross the 2nd floor anyway. You only have to walk left, like, maybe
Yeah.
5 tiles. And then you can
why
just
does
continue
Ice
up
Beam
the
do so little to Executor? Is it really just that bulky?
Executor
Yeah,
has, like,
it is that
120
bulky.
special or something like that.
Yeah, it is
Special
that
moves on that
bulky.
thing
in
is
this
horrible.
gen. Yeah, it is that bulky. And physical ones is a monster in Gen 1 Executor. That's why they nerf it so hard.
I just Gen 1 missed a body slam on Executor.
Yeah. Funnily enough, in Gen 1, Executor has better special defense than defense, but Gen 2 onwards, it has better defense. They really nuked its special
Yeah.
defense in Gen.
Because he was a monster in Gen 1. They had to nerf him, basically.
Yeah, I just have to remember in like Gen 3,
41, 43.
43, okay.
I
Oh,
40. I have a 44. I got so unlucky
So,
at Lance the Champion.
Body
And you're here
Slam-
with 2 resets.
Body Slam was way better on Executor. Ice Beam was a 4-shot. Body Slam was a 3-shot.
Ice Beam was a 3-shot for me. I was level 67.
By the way, Speed, I was 2 levels higher.
Was a 2-shot for me.
both of you seem to. I think that I know why. You did Victory Road training. I didn't.
I did
Victory Road,
4 trainers in Victory Road.
I think the Victory Road training's the difference. Because you did the Victory Road training, you had no problems on Lance. I had a
Yeah.
bunch of problems on Lance. 'cause
Oh,
he kept
right.
living
It was
Ice Beam.
not. It was
was
not a
on
range
high
on Lance.
Yeah, it's Victory Road training. I did a lot of training, but I guess it just wasn't enough.
I was at a higher level.
Not as much as I thought. Hey, I did a good job. Like, I wasn't skipping training. I was trying to do all the good trainers, but it still ended up not being enough.
Guys, I beat Rayquaza.
Dude, shame on you, dude. You need to redo Rayquaza. Well,
Rayquaza was our
Rayquaza.
second ever run.
You're like, what? I need a
Rayquaza
remake.
still sucks
Yeah.
just because you still have to grind for Brock. I
It
think it
doesn't
starts
get-
with Dust.
Dragon Rage or anything?
Nope.
Didn't it
no,
start
it
with
starts
Dragon
with
Claw?
no. Rayquaza starts with Twister and Scary Face.
Twister is not Dragon Rage.
We decided on it being Gus because we felt Dragon Rage would have been too overpowered.
Ah,
And besides, Twister
okay.
works more identically to think about it.
I mean,
Dragon
yeah, I
Rage
guess
is
so.
meant for like Pokemon that start with Dragon Claw or Dragon Pulse, not meant
Yeah,
for Twister.
yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I was like, but if it starts with, I remember that it started with a dragon move. So like, if it gets Dragon
Yeah.
Rage, why would it do that?
All right,
Okay, yeah, no,
so,
with Dragon Rage, it would be a different story. for
I'm
you.
looking at my leaderboard. I got 73rd place. I only did better than Stakataka, Latios, Lego, Melmetal, Sableye, Petront, and Shuckle. This is the worst ranked normal type I've ever done. I actually thought Spinda was going to do better than that.
I mean,
Minus
60,
59.
60 across the board.
Well, I got
it was bound to happen.
I'm still going to keep saying it was extremely unlucky, but at the same time, the Victory Road training would have made that easier. I didn't think of adding Victory Road Trainer.
Yeah,
I just added more Sylph Train. That still wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
I think it was just that little extra level from the damage threshold, just to make sure the lance was
60?
not tricky.
65 to 67 for Lance. You guys were 67, I was 65. That made the huge
Yeah.
difference. I think Ice Beam may
Mm.
have been like a 50-50 on him or something.
Yeah,
I would
because
know
in my
this if
first
the
one,
XP router was working. I actually found
In
out
my-
how to get it to work. You have to like create like a custom ROM inside of it, and you have to like add the Pokemon to a JSON, which I know how to do. It would just take a little bit. So theoretically, if I did it ahead of time, I could have the XP router on for backports, but I would only be interested in doing that, honestly, just for Crystal. I think Crystal, it'd be more important to know ranges, especially for Red.
Never right.
Alright, I'm gonna
Anything else?
deafen. Alright, everyone, thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Yeah, next stream should be probably just sometime next week. But yeah, I haven't been releasing a schedule much lately, just because I don't really know what to put on it. But next week, for like the 2 edited videos, it'll be Pokemon Red. And after Pokemon Red, there's going to be no videos for a week. Just because the Mew race put me so far behind content-wise that I just had to cancel the 2 videos for that week. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time.